It's Russia, but not as we know it. The tiny Republic of Kalmykia is the only Buddhist region in Greater Europe. And this, Europe's largest Buddhist temple, is a giant centerpiece in the capital, Elista. 1,000 kilometers from Moscow, rising from the steppes, it's more outer Mongolia than southern Russia. It's a sparse, Spartan place. Around half the population, 150,000 or so, are ethnic Kalmyks, descendants of the golden hordes of Genghis Khan, survivors of Stalin's labor camps. They're nomads traditionally, used to living off the land, and farming is still the biggest earner here. But the old ways are largely ceremonial now. Kalmykia today owes its place on the world map to one man, Kirzan Ilyumzhinov. Buddhist benefactor-in-chief, president of the World Chess Federation and Kalmykia's revered leader, he's just back from a three-nation tour drumming up much-needed investment. And he's brought guests. Shaolin monks from China. And he's keen to show them off.
Jazeera.
A moment to greet us. We arrange a time to meet later. The monks are waiting. This place may be poor, but the president is not. Quiet-spoken, always smiling, he's a diminutive man who doesn't quite seem to measure up to his power-hungry, ego-driven media image. A very rich former car dealer, Ilyumzhinov has a bad press, much of it his own doing. He once promised to buy Diego Maradona for the local football team. His autobiography includes the chapter title, "It Only Takes 2 Weeks to Have a Man Killed." It's not a sinister read, just a really bad title. We finally get chatting and I discover a man who takes his job very seriously indeed.
I like to work because my hobby is work, and that's why I work all day and all night. I usually started to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and finish at 3 o'clock in the morning. And usually I sleep 4 hours and a half. It's enough for me.
Every precious waking hour, he says, is devoted to just one thing.
Kalmykia is my life. I was born here, and this is my motherland, my people, and what I got in Moscow, in Russia, education, money, everything, and this all I want to give to people, to build churches, to give my time, my health, everything to people.
Since Ilyumzhinov came to office in 1993, Kalmykia has been transformed. Where virtually no infrastructure existed before, now there are roads, albeit bumpy ones. There's water, electricity, and gas. But Kalmykia remains one of the poorest regions in Russia. Outside the cities, the average monthly wage is just $50. Some estimates put unemployment as high as 70%.
It seems, looking at statistics, that people are not getting richer here in Kalmykia.
If you go to the market or to the shopping, you see that Kalmykian people has normal food and so on, and life in Kalmykia not poor than in other regions and not rich as in Moscow, but between another republics we are one of the stability and prosperity. Some of people live in communist period, Soviet period, and they think that somebody work for them. but we want that every man, woman should work for him, for his family, for his republic, because some of them think that Kirzan is a president, he should work for us, and we sitting, sleeping, and waiting when Kirzan gives $100 or car or apartment and so on. And it's a time for everybody to work.
His desire to improve people's lives means the president has given more than just his time and money. He's given them chess. Chess is everywhere in Elista. What Ilyumzhinov calls an Olympic village stands in its name. Chess City has hosted champions and championships. As president of the World Chess Federation FIDE, Ilyumzhinov considers Kalmykia the home of world chess. It isn't glamorous, but it matters.
You know, 165 countries are members of World Chess Federations. This is a well-known world sport federation, and the image of Kalmykia now is step by step higher and higher.
On a tour in the Grand Rolls-Royce, we arrive at his proudest creation.
Now, we are approaching Chess City.
Yeah.
City chess, you call it. This is really a centerpiece of Elista now. Tourists come to visit. You must be very proud of City chess.
Yeah. Why? Because it's my idea, it's my dream, and this idea, this is my dream I mix into life, and now everybody can see this, not dream, this is real Chess City.
As un-Russian as a Buddhist temple, it's middle-class suburbia with no middle class to live in it. Behind the Wisteria Lane facade, Chess City is falling apart. But Ilyumzhinov doesn't see it. Undeterred, he insists Chess City is frequently full. The Dalai Lama himself stayed here. It hosts conferences, even wrestling teams. The handicap chess championships will soon be held here. No, Ilyumzhinov wants to make it even bigger.
This is what is existing.
Yes.
And this is in 5-10 years it was built, I think, during 10 years we finished here.
So what exists now is,
yes,
is this portion here. And you plan to build all of this?
This all of this. Yeah.
In 10 years?
In 10 years, yeah. During the 10 years. Yeah.
I have to ask you, how are you going to fill all of this? Because it's enormous, the plan.
Yeah.
Who will you bring to watch chess in this?
This is not only for chess. This is as a sports center, religious center, for Muslim, for Christian, and the stadium, and aqua park. These people live. This is private houses.
So it's a real
churches. Yeah.
It's a real city, huh?
Yeah, real city. Yeah. Real city. New modern city.
Chuck Norris was here to witness the initial building works, just one of the president's heroes, along with Lenin, the Pope, the Dalai Lama, and Saddam Hussein. Apparently, his friends don't have to share a particular ideology, nor do they have to be any good at chess, but it helps.
I'm not a very good chess player. I understand you are a great chess player. I'm wondering if perhaps you have 2 minutes for a game of chess.
2.5 minutes.
Okay.
As a competitor, Ilyumzhinov had a FIDE rating of 2,300, just shy of earning the title Chess Master. These days he's more of a social player, and a very sociable one, as it turned out.
Draw.
Draw!
Yeah.
It can't be a draw.
Draw.
I accept. A draw. I made a draw.
Chess is even a compulsory subject at school. The children don't seem to mind spending their afternoons learning the finer points of the game. 12 Kalmyk grandmasters have honed their skills this way, and these kids seem pretty clued up. At the back of the classroom, an exhibit dedicated to Ilyumzhinov's own chess-playing career. He was local champion at the age of 14, not much older than the students here. The teacher suggests I put one of them to the test. Why not try the best in the class, he offers. How hard could this be? It's the president's theory that children learn logic, discipline and focus from chess. What they haven't learned is his knack for making a visitor feel, well, a bit less like an underachiever.
That's it? How old are you? How old are you? Сколько лет? 11.
He's 11.
11.
He's 11.
And that took 11 minutes to be beaten by an 11-year-old. Tremendous.
But then they haven't had the sort of visitors he has, who came to him one night from far, far away.